Well, I'm a shrink. I'm not in the hospital very much, and I don't like the sight of blood. So whenever I have to work in the hospital, I always sort of like, Violet's not into that hospital thing. I know we're morphing into a hospital show. I mean, in some ways we're used to it because we've been thinking about these people for 5 years, but we're not in that we never know what's going to happen, and so we just respond just like regular people do.
Yeah. No, let's talk about what's happening. Counseling, Sky. What's going on with you?
There is a lot going on. Yes, I've been sort of in this strange place with my TV husband for a while. But, you know, it's funny. I just did a scene the other day where it's like, I mean, the love is there. The love is there. And I think that, you know, one thing I talked to Sean about 2 seasons ago, you know, that she's awesome at sort of the flirting and the breaking up, but I said, you know, these people have been through so much, and there's a kid involved, so the stakes are just different. It's not high school where you have a fight and you break up.
Was it fun doing the one-night stand type of thing with a younger guy?
It was. It was delightful. Yes, it was delightful. You know, I've been married myself for a long time, so I don't really get that kind of opportunity. Yeah, it was. I mean, that was another thing where Shauna just had so much. She said, I think this would be really fun, and I didn't really get it at first, but I think it's a side of Violet. And, you know, I think the audience really wanted to see some joy and some... you know, because it's hard. But when a relationship, a marriage is in a tough spot, you know, you need to like have some joy as well.
Yes. Now, speaking of joy on set, Katarina, pregnant.
Yes.
I'm sure everybody's just like, oh my God.
Yes, it's fabulous. Well, and you know, the character's pregnant, she's pregnant, the character's a little more pregnant than she. I'm like, so sometimes she'll like really big. I was like, is that you? She's like, no, that's a pad. And then she literally lifted up her costume the other day. She's like, this much is me. Well, I mean, she's quite pregnant at this point, but this much is me. And, you know, yeah.
Oh
so it's very joyous. It's the best.
And then like 7 other people on set are pregnant as well.
Yes,
so what's going on here?
Well, you know, I myself had 2 children during the run of Judging Amy, so I always say give a woman in her 30s a steady paycheck and she's going to have a baby. It's really pretty much the way it goes, you know. It's like, oh, good, I can, you know, buy my bassinet.